Alright, I'm doing a quick tutorial on making gold. Server I'm on is Sargeras US Realm. This is my auction house too. It's a demon hunter. I just kind of stopped playing them, but a couple of add-ons that you will definitely need is gonna give you a heads up is I mean, I've got a bunch of them, but the main ones you're going to need is going to be Postal, and I'll just kind of give you a heads up on what that does. Postal is something that, lets you be able to open up all your emails all at once with just a simple click and open all. It's very useful, and so that way you're not sitting there trying to open every single mail all at once, because I do cancel my auctions pretty often because the server is pretty populated. Surgeria is one of the higher ground populated servers, so people's gonna be undercutting you quite a bit. So I do check my auctions every now and then cancel whenever I can, and then repost. The type of auction person I am is that I'm not really into, I don't like waiting like days for something to sell. I don't really care as long as I make my cut. Whether if I'm making, I mean, at this point, it depends on the item that I make. Sometimes, as long as I'm making more than 100 gold plus per that item, I don't really care as long as it sells, and I don't do any farming, I don't do any herbalism, any mining, or any type of farm like gathering or stuff like that. I simply buy everything out of the auction house, and then I simply resell it back, make whatever item it is, and then resell it back to the masses and the server. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and just do um, foods, stuff that you can cook. I mean, this is gonna take you some time because Nomi's a little bitch, and you can do the research, but sometimes it might not give you the stuff that you want or the recipes that you want. But these are all the ones that I've gotten so far. A couple level 3s, level 2s, and let's get started here. And another add-on that you definitely want to have is Auctionator. Auctionator is going to give you these three extra these tabs: the buy, the sell, and the more tab. These things are very convenient. First thing you want to do as soon as you get Auctionator is click on the options at the top here, and under basic options in Auctionator, you want to enable the alt key shortcuts. You can just hold down the alt key and press right click one of the items in your inventory and automatically put it up for sale. And set the duration that you want right off the bat. And I usually always utilize the buy tab whenever I, you know, um, click on the auction house guys, so it goes directly to the buy. And then a couple things you need to do. I mean, you can set this up yourself, but I mean, there are shopping lists out there that you can go and download. These are just a couple things that I made myself. Like for shopping lists, I'll kind of show you a little bit with Auctionator. My demon hunter here he is a leather worker and an enchanter. So leather worker, I mean, pretty much all of the each 15 items they sell quite well depending on the day of the week. And also, I haven't had much luck selling these lower end ones, the 765 item level ones. So I usually don't favorite those because I usually don't sell that many of those. And sometimes it takes a couple days to sell. So because the deposit, that you lose from trying to put these up in the auction house really isn't worth it. So I really don't do those. But anyhow, I usually do these. And when it comes to enchanting, I've got most of these level 3. I haven't tried doing these Tomes of Illusions yet. I heard that they sell pretty well on different servers, but I haven't really dabbled into it yet. Nor do I do any of the lower end enchants, like the word and stuff. Anything that doesn't require a chaos crystal, I really don't do because, I mean, you're looking to like at a 5 to 20 gold maybe. I mean, if you're lucky. Um, 5 to 20 gold profit from this, and because of the auction house cut and everything. So I mean, I really don't waste a lot of time doing this. So I usually just do the big ones, the 4 big rings, the 3 big backs, and all of the neck ones that require the chaos crystals. I got most of these to level 3, so it's gonna be very helpful. And I'll show you my little spreadsheet that I actually have for this in a little bit as well too. But just kind of get going here. Again, we're gonna start on cooking here, just to kind of give you an idea. I mean, like, I've bought quite a bit of mats as I've been doing this for quite some time now, so I do got quite a few mats. And then currently right now I'm sitting at 1.3 million gold. I've got 565k gold in this guy. I've got 521k on my main, which is my paladin, 50k on my warlock, which I kind of started playing, but I'm not sure yet, and I've got 193k on my druid, Vanger. So normally what I do with these things is that I'll show you my spreadsheet here. I'm kind of a geek, so like, what should I call it? Laugh if you will, I guess, but just so that way you can get an idea of the spreadsheet that I build. I guess I will go in more details in my spreadsheet in a different video, I'm assuming. But for now, I'm just going to kind of give you an idea, but like, here's my spreadsheet. So like, this is just a normal regular Excel spreadsheet, and what I do here is, this is my legends, so meaning that this is where all of my stuff, like, what it normally costs in the auction house, and pretty much what I bought things for. Like, I recently bought like 2,000 leather, Stonehide leathers for like 7.5 gold, and I usually put it there and how much I bought it for and stuff like that, like on average of what I bought, and these are like, cooking mats that I've got on the side here. Cooking mats here, and then I've got my herbs and all this stuff, and I'll kind of show you a little bit more in detail. And then here is my cooking spreadsheet. So I've got like the legend. All this information here pretty much feeds from this particular spreadsheet, and I can definitely show you guys how to do that later. You can see how the formula looks up here. I'm taking it from the legends. K4, so Barracuda 19 here, and then like Barracuda is 19 here. So let's say, for example, if I change this like 25 here, and then as you can see here, it automatically changes to 25. So just kind of give you an idea of like, what the spreadsheet does. And then like, my cooking, I mean, I've got the recipe all on the side here. Like, just say, for example, like I've got level 1, 2, and 3. So this way it kind of lets me know like which, without having to look back and forth in a while, it kind of lets you like, I did this on purpose so that way I know like which item is level 3 and which item is level 2. But like, just say, for example, what I normally do whenever every day when I go to this, I kind of make this black so it's a little bit easier to read. I mean, normally background's white, but I make it black so it's a little bit easier for my eyes, so it's not so bright. And then let's just say, for example, like Alashari a salad, right? I mean, as I'm looking at here, based on all the stuff that I bought, because like, the salad, I'm at level 3 right now, so it costs 1 surf and turf, which costs 8 gold and 3 silver. And again, this is all based off of like, stuff that I bought out of the auction house. So like, say for example, a surf and turf requires 5 rune scale coal, which is 5. And rune scale coal, I bought like a bunch of them for 14 gold a piece. Times that by 5, it's roughly about 70 gold. And lean shank, it requires 5. I bought that at about 2 gold a pop, and I bought like 1,000 of them at once. So 5 of those is about 10 gold. Flake the sea salt requires 2 of those, and anything that you buy from the NPC, I put on here. Down on NPC, it costs about 0.475 gold for each item that you buy from the NPC. And there's a couple different things that you buy, like flake this sea salt oil and royal olive. They're all bought at this particular price because that's how much it costs at the Dalaran NPC where you buy the stuff for this, because this is not something that you can farm. You actually buy this off of the NPC. So roughly, you know, the just to make one Ceramar Surf and Turf, it costs so Ceramar Surf and Turf, it costs 83 gold to make one set, and because I'm level 3 Ceramar Surf and Turf, I can actually make a total of 10. So, you know, I make 10 of them at 83 gold, so, you know, that's equivalent to 8.3 gold for one Ceramar Surf and Turf. So that's why, you know, I have it here where one costs 8.3. And then, you know, Dreamleaf, same deal as well too with Dreamleaf. Like, you know, Dreamleaf cost 16.5 gold each in the auction house when I bought like 2,000 of them. So, you know, again, that's all based off of this Legends here. And again, based off of these particular numbers. But, you know, usually when I buy like a big bulk, I usually buy like 1,000 to 2,000 a piece. And then like I usually put down like an average of how much I paid for one, you know. So that way it kind of, you know, lets me work off. So that way I know that I'm actually making profit and not losing profit. So again, Alashari Desert, I mean, this is how much it costs, the unit. It costs 471 gold to be able to make one set. Now, you know, when I say one set, at level 1, one set you can make 5. At level 2, one set you make a total of 7. And at level 3, one set you make a total of 10. So since my Ashari salad is level 3, I actually make 10 of them at once. So 471, you know, divided by 10 is roughly about 47 gold a piece. That's how much it costs, you know, just from buying stuff out of the auction house. You know, and I will kind of go more in depth into this spreadsheet later on with a different video to kind of show you guys on how I do this. But again, just like, you know, pure gold that, you know, you utilize to buy mats out of the auction house costs 47 gold. That's how much it's going to cost you in order to make one Alashari desert salad. So then, you know, what I do is, like say for example here, I go to the auction house guy. Um, I already have all my, like, you know, I have all my shopping list already done. So I just go to foods, I type and I select Ashari salad, and it's gonna show up here. And I usually like this one because it tells you what the cheapest is in the auction house. So right now, it's selling for the cheapest stack in the auction house right now. Is selling for 53 gold, 29 silver, and I usually cut it at about a gold. So I mean, if it was me, I'd probably be selling this at about maybe 52 gold, 50 silver. You know, so then what I do is I pull out my spreadsheet here, and I put 52 gold and 50 silver. So meaning that I would make 5.15 gold profit per you know, Ashari salad that I sell. Now keep in mind that I sell a stack of 20, and normally I do 20 stacks of 20. So I mean, you know, you could just pretty much do the math. Like I'll pull up the calculator here and do the math for you. So let's say for example, we'll just do 5 gold just to kind of give you an idea. So 5 gold times 20. So I make 100 gold per stack that I sell. And then, you know, times that by 20, I make about 2,000 gold. You know, just from, if I could sell 20 stacks, 20 Ashari salad at 52.5 gold a piece. So then what I normally do is, I mean, this is a really good example because I'm definitely going to bake it. I mean, as long as I'm making at least 5 gold or more, I usually make it. So I mean, this is really good. So I mean, so what I will do is so now that I know that it's pretty good, it's green, I'll show you how to do all that stuff later on, the spreadsheet later on. But I know that I can make 5 gold and 15 silver per item. But you know, keep in mind I sell 20 of them at once. So then I already got a bunch already here made. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 18 stacks of 20, so I usually like to do 20, so I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more. And open up my bags again. So I'm just going to make 2 more just or two more stacks, that is. So that's going to be 3. I'll show you. And then, remember that option I told you here where you can go ahead and do the alt uh, short key or shortcut. So you pretty much just hold any alt key on your keyboard and right mouse click, and it'll automatically throw it into your cell tab. And it'll do a quick search here, and then it's a 52 gold, but I'm gonna go ahead and put 52 gold and 50 silver. 20 stacks at 20, so it's gonna sell for 1,050 per stack. Is what it's gonna go. Then I just go create, and it creates, and this is all done auction here, so it creates 20 stacks there, and then I pretty much just let that sit. And usually within about 12, I usually only post it for 12 hours because of deposit. I mean, these things sell within like an hour or two anyways. These things are really hot commodity right now, so they sell really well. But again, this is just kind of, and for something for you to look at of what I do on a normal day-to-day basis when it comes to auction house. Again, this is just cooking. I have a spreadsheet for all my other tunes as well too. Like, this is cooking. I've got one here for my leatherworking, blacksmithing, tailoring. I've got jewel crafting here, and of course I got enchanting here, and all the formulas and everything are all below here of, like, how much the item costs, what the item costs in the auction house, and how much it costs to actually make this like enchant. Like, this one will cost me uh, 2,910 gold to buy the mats out of the auction house, and earlier today it was selling for 34.50. So if I were to make this, I'm actually, and throwing the auction house it sells, I'm making a 513 gold profit alone just from selling this particular enchant. So again, this is the reason why I really don't go out and farm anything in the world. I mean, of course, if you go out and farm all this shit, and if you take your time to do it, I mean, you can potentially net, 3,450 gold profit, because, and again, those are all your items. You never use any gold to buy it, but, you did, of course, waste your time to go out in the world and farm it. And, I simply don't want to waste time in the world farming. So again, again, I'm the type of person where, like, as long as I make my cut, as long as I'm making that 513 gold, buying like a couple of items out of the auction house, which takes like 30 seconds, I made 513 gold in like 30 seconds, I mean, that's good enough for me, I don't want to waste like, 30 to 40 minutes to go out to the world farm and, make 3,400 gold when I can make like 500 gold in like 30 seconds. So, I mean, again, I'll go more in depth into it, but this just kind of gives you an idea of how I make gold. Thanks so much for watching, and subscribe.